Hey guys, and welcome to our new project. This is Manhunt. This is a game that has been requested for me to play, and I am only too happy to do that. This is a game that I actually extensively played back in the day on the original Xbox. I remember I enjoyed this a hell of a lot. So when I was asked to do this actually was one of the games on my list, but because it's been requested, I've bumped it up. I was going to do the original Xbox version. However, I noticed that it's for sale on the PlayStation 4 using their new PlayStation 2 emulated backlog of games, and it was only about £8, so I brought it, and I'm actually really impressed with what they've done. Lots of advantages of it for me on the PlayStation 4. Don't have to worry about converter boxes and all that kind of stuff. On the PlayStation 4 they've added trophies, and it's now all upscaled to 1080p as well, and although you can tell it is not 1080p, it is very clean and very nice. I'm very happy with these PlayStation 2 backward compatible games, I guess you could call them. I hope they're going to bring some more out. Now, this game had a lot of controversy around it when it came out because a lot of these these sensitive types were worried that it was going to cause children to murder each other and things like that. And actually, I remember a few stories of that actually happening. At least this game was blamed. I remember there was one guy that led his mate into the woods and hammered him in the face until he died, and he blamed it on Manhunt. I call bullshit on all of this sort of stuff. You know, before it was video games, they were blaming films. Before it was films, they were blaming books, and I'm sure before that they were blaming I don't know, dreams, who knows. It's never the person's fault. If you're going to go out and murder someone, you're already damaged. Sure, the video game or the film could have been a catalyst, but for most people it's not a problem. I've recently turned 30 and I have been playing games since I could hold a control pad. I have never had the real wish to go and murder someone. I've thought about it, we all have, especially working in retail, but I would never do it. And I've played the most violent games known to man, and I've also played a lot of kid-friendly stuff as well. So the whole thing of video games making you violent is utter bullshit. Anyway, this is a very violent game. It looks funny these days. I remember at the time, I was so hyped to play this game because it was like ultra violence. But I remember when I actually started playing it, I saw the graphics and I was like, huh, this is what the people are moaning about. Because even back in the day, it wasn't a pretty game because it's built on the same engine as GTA 3, Vice City, my favourite, and GTA 5. So it's not much of a looker. However, I guess I could kind of see where they were coming from, I suppose. Anyway, let's hit up a new game. I did start playing this a couple of weeks ago, and I played it on the hardest difficulty. We are going to turn the brightness up because it's just a pain otherwise. Just a little bit. But the thing that really put me off is the controls. They are they really haven't aged well, and I will try and explain that as we go. The game itself still holds up fairly well, but the controls, let's just say we've come a long way. Now, if you look at the controls on paper, they don't look that bad, but it's very hard to explain when you're actually playing it. There's a lot of delay between pushing the buttons and something actually happening. It's very unresponsive, should we say. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. We're going to play on Fetish. Now, the only difference between Fetish and Hardcore, I've finished this game on both quite a few times back in the day. I had a bit of an addiction, what can I say. Is on Hardcore, you basically don't get the minimap. If you're a little bit foggy with the game, the minimap is invaluable help. But apart from that, it's basically the same thing. So, let's hit up Fetish mode and get into it. And you can see my progress. Let's just, you know what, let's just go there. 8 megabyte memory cards, Jesus. I remember when that was a big deal when the PS2 was coming out. It's like 8 megabytes. Holy crap.
It looks like this goes all the way to the top. I can't trust anyone, least of all the police, and time's running out. I've got to get the one piece of evidence that will expose Starkweather without a shadow of a doubt. Footage and testimony of a man who was executed by the state 5 hours ago.
James Earl Cash, found guilty and sentenced to death, has been on death row for the past 3 years and was executed last night.
Hey, tough guy, wake up. You're not dead. Well, not yet, anyway. You're getting a second chance. Another throw of the dice. As far as the world is concerned, you died back in the chamber. Justice was served. James Earl Cash is rotting in hell. Hey, get a grip and calm down. You're probably suffering from shock, and I'm here to help. Pick up the earrings. Put it on. Go on. That's better. Now only you can hear me. And that's the way you're gonna want it, because I'm your only way out of here. Hey, easy. Look, you've had an unexpected reprieve. Do exactly as I say, and I promise this will be over before the night is out.
Cool story, bro. Born again. I love the
These
videotape loading.
streets are being patrolled by gangs. They're scum, just like you. And they're here to hunt you down and cut you up. I'll try to direct you as best I can, but other than that, you're on your own. It's up to you. Okay, are you ready? Camera, action.
Well, alrighty then. Use the left analog stick to control the player. The further you push the left analog stick, the faster you move. That's all very standard. Press the R1 button to sprint. You have limited stamina as shown in the yellow or the flashing yellow bar, so use it sparingly. You can review a director's objective on the start screen. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. And look how good this looks for a PlayStation 2 game. Now it's all been upscaled and everything. Very nice. Yeah, so as you can see there, we have this radar and that pink, well, pink reddish kind of circle rupturing out from the center is actually the amount of noise. So if there's any enemies in that vicinity, they will hear us. Now we're James Earl Cash. We were sentenced to death for reasons, but somehow we didn't die and we woke up in hell, and we have a strange man talking to us on the other side of the phone. So let's have a little look, see what we've got here. Come on, James, let's go, buddy. Walk over items to pick them up. Or pickups have these weird flashing globes around them. So what could this be? A plastic bag, eh? Items are color-coded according to their type. The bag can only kill one enemy. Green weapons like the plastic bag only execute one hunter and are lost after. You must have a weapon to execute a hunter. Now, you can kill enemies in hand-to-hand combat, but the hand-to-hand combat is flakily broken at best. Think GTA 3, Vice City. I think they actually vastly improved it for San Andreas, but yeah, those original two games, the combat was very bad. Right. And here's somebody. The radar shows the location of the hunters. Hunters are displayed whenever they are visible or making noise. The arrow shows the direction they are facing. The colour of the arrow indicates the level of the hunter's awareness. Red is aware, orange is suspicious, and yellow is idle. To execute the hunter, sneak up behind him and push either the X or the square button. When you are ready to execute, the player's stance will change. The longer you hold down either the X or the square button, the more vicious the execution. Yeah, you're going to want to be vicious as possible. All about them points, yo. Now, ooh, what have we got here? Kill this dumb fuck. No worries. Come on, Cash. Let's do what we were born to do.
Go on.
Right, go on. All right, buddy. We've got this. We've got this. Hey, buddy. Have some plastic bag. Good night. I love it. It's so funny. Ooh, brutal.
I'll be frank with you. We set that jump up to see if you had what it takes to be our leading man.
Did I do it? Did I do it?
Audition, if you will.
Excellent. I take it I got the job. Right, now I will be recording this game in scenes, just because save points are very unreliable, and the way I record games, I can't always string a lot of episodes together. Sometimes I have to just end it where I end the recording session. So I doubt the videos are going to be half an hour for this. In fact, some of them could be a lot shorter, but that's just the way the game is, sadly. Plastic bag. Yeah, sadly you can't just save wherever you want. In checkpoints, I wouldn't say they're rare, but they're not necessarily common either. Hide in the shadows over here. Hunters will not see you in the dark unless they're actively searching for you. This is true. We will spend most of this game in the shadows. Your status icon goes blue when you're safely hidden in the shadows. If you are seen entering the shadows, you won't be able to hide there. The icon will flash red when you're in danger or have been spotted. Here comes a hunter. Wait until he's facing away from you, then attack. Yes, sir. So as you can see, this guy's basically making snuff films. A bit of Goro, if you will. Right, now problem the first is the way the look controls work. Looking around the environments is so archaic now with what we're used to. Right, you chump. Can we go for a brutal kill? Come on, baby, come on. Oh, not quite, not quite. He's just about to turn around. Yellow kill's still pretty effective.
We'll make a slash star out of you yet.
Yeah, you bet your ass you will. Now, let's keep going. Come on, James. More murdering to do. What have we got up here? Ah, yes. These are painkillers. Each bottle replenishes 50% of your health, shown on the flashing green bar. Yep, very important. Your health can be drained so fast. Don't worry about that large green bar there. It really goes down quickly. If you've got more than one enemy on your ass, you're probably going to die. Almost impossible to fend off two enemies in hand to hand. It can be done, but it's not easy.
From here on in, we're gonna need some fighting skills to get through the action.
Okay.
We're talking toe to toe.
Now you're talking.
I know you've got the balls, so just give me the best you've got, and you'll deal with this pussy. No problem.
Okay.
The gate will open once I'm done filming here.
He's done filming. This guy's literally jerking off to what we're doing. Literally.
He's over here.
When facing a hunter, push the X button to perform a quick attack and the square button to perform a hard attack. Righty. To block an attack, do not press any button. Pull back on the left analog stick to back off from combat. Right, so blocking is automatic, but it doesn't really work very well. And L1 is to lock on. L1 to lock on is invaluable. Trying to fight someone off without locking on is bloody challenging.
Chicken shit.
Now also, you'll notice when we get hit, there we go, the lock on doesn't always work either, which is a problem. Even though we're blocking, we're still taking damage, so you have to bear that in mind. Right, you sack of shit, let's go to town. Can we... Yes, we can grapple this guy as well. You don't learn about that for a little while, I don't think. Come on, you piece of shit. Yeah, I do love it. Have some of this, you wanker. Uh oh, he's fending us off. Quite annoyingly. You can see the lock-on system keeps breaking, and it doesn't always activate. See, like that. I don't know whether that's just the PlayStation 4 version, but I doubt it.
Hoods!
Come at you, pussy!
Give me some help down here.
You wanted this, matey.
Come on, guys.
It's always a pain when they run off. Where's your mummy?
I can't corner this
it's
guy
easy
on my
for you to
own.
say as you're running around with a trail of piss behind you. Come on, buddy.
I can't take this bastard by myself.
No, you can't. And sadly for you, you have no friends.
Come on, guys.
Literally.
Let's skin this shit sack.
The shit stack. Who are you talking to, buddy? It's only you and me here. Oh, come on, man.
Look out behind you.
There we go. Good night.
You don't have to...
You don't have to do this. Yes, I do. And I enjoyed doing it. This is a save point. Walk over it to activate it. If you die, you'll start from here. Yeah, not entirely accurate there. Not only do you have to walk over it, but you have to use it. You have to choose save, which is a little bit... it's a little bit misguiding when I got back into this game, because you can pick these up. Think crystals from the original Tomb Raider games. I thought you could then take that tape with you and save it where you want. Not so. Although you have the tape, you might as well save straight away, because from what I can tell, it will drop you back here regardless of where you actually physically save the game. So you might as well smoke them if you got them. Right, James, let's go murder some chumps. Watch out for patrolling hunters around corners. You can peek out by pushing the right and left directional buttons. You can, but it doesn't work very well. There's a very noticeable kind of delay between pushing the button and actually running away. Also, there's some other things we can do. For instance, if we hold down the L and R2 buttons, we can strafe, which is kind of required in some instances, but it's a real pain in the ass to get used to. If you hold down both of them together, it's a quick term. Now, I'm literally using quotation marks when I say quick, because it really isn't that quick. Now, obviously this is a twin stick game, being a PlayStation 2 game, but it is not a twin stick game as we have these days, where the left stick generally controls the character and the right stick controls the camera. If you touch the right stick, it will go into first person mode, which is really problematic, and it's very slow looking around. If you're walking and you touch the left stick, all that will happen is it just slightly swings the camera angle, which is a pain, because I'm so used to these days using the left stick to actually control my character and go around corners, but you can't do that here. But anyway, we shall overcome these challenges. Where's this chump? He's literally coming down now. Let's hide. Hey, buddy. Alright, let's sneak up. Now, we're not going to knife him just yet. Maybe we will, actually.
Snuff him out.
No. We're not going to snuff him out. We're going to hide here, because I can't remember where this guy. Turning around when you're in a hiding spot as well is very difficult. You can't use the left stick, because you might flop out of cover. So you've got to look round and then push forwards. Alright, I'll explain that a little bit better in a minute.
Nice that chump.
Right, come on, you prick. You're going to feel a prick in a minute, lad. Good night. Couldn't quite get a red kill there. Doesn't matter. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
You're stacking those corpses up like it was Judgment Day.
Fucking right. Call me the preacher. Right, yeah. So, you can't just turn around using the left stick, because as you can see, it's very difficult and the camera just flops around, and he's pretty much going to expose himself. Har, if you do that. So what you have to do is turn the camera with the right stick and then push forwards, but you have to be very careful in doing so. Anyway, let's keep moving. There are more chumps to murder, I am sure of it. I can smell the shit stains. Let's go, James, let's go. Right, it's kind of weird, my brother's called James, so yeah.
Just take your time, Cash. I see a few hoods around these vans. Sorry, I should explain.
Yes, you should, young man.
Each gang has their, let's just call it, their thing.
I see.
These guys call themselves the Hoods, but none of that should bother you. As far as you're concerned, they're meat.
Alright, buddy.
Okay, on you go.
No problemo. And I should really mute my phone, but I am kind of waiting for a call. God damn it. Right, phone, be quiet. Be very quiet. Yeah, there's one of the local clubs that we go to has a metal night on tonight, and you better believe that is where we're going later. Now, right, let's use all of our techniques that we have learnt so far to murder these guys. We've got a glass shard. Pretty sure there should be a guy around here. Come on, where you hiding, buddy? Now, you can knock on things, think Metal Gear, to attract enemies' attention, but you have to be a little bit smart when you do it, because more often than not, you'll fuck yourself over doing it. Come on, little piggy. Right this way. I've got a glass shard with your name on it. Come on, buddy. Don't be shy now. My glass shard wants a little chat with your neck. Right, let's do this thing, Cash. Let's go.
Take
Not sure how long we're going to have. Let's wait for the yellow. Oh, no, let's go for it. Oh, it's so brutal. Oh, I love it. Right, be careful when you execute enemies. Other hunters can hear the noise if they're too close. Also, the enemies will react to the bodies, but you can move the bodies, and you can actually use the bodies. Oh, health there. You can also use the bodies for distractions and things like that. But yeah, from what I remember, that's never really an issue in the game. There's that other chump over there. Cold cash, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Ooh, what's this? Haha, Valiant video. Well, if you say so. There's nothing valiant going on here. We're just a piece of shit taking out other pieces of shit. But when it's a choice between them and us, you better believe it's going to be them. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Now, another problem with playing this game...
String him up in there.
Oh, there he is. Come on, chap. Come down here.
Hey, freak boy. Stop cowering like a friggin' baby and show yourself.
Cowering like a baby? Really? Is that what you think this is? This is called hunting, mate. Hunting man. Yeah, playing this on this difficulty means we won't be able to get the top score in the levels either, from what I remember. Yeah, you go around there, matey. You go on. You stupid bastard. Hey, buddy. I have a plastic bag with your name on it. Yes, you stink. I can smell you from here. Good night. Ooh, brutal. Always the face. He likes to break their necks a lot as well. Bit of an artist is Cash. Now, as the game does progress, you do uncover quite a dark and somewhat interesting story. Save point hit. Let's hit. Oh, no, that's settings. Now, there are subtitles, but there aren't really a lot of subtitles in the game. I do have them attached, which is a shame because some of the enemies say really funny stuff, but it's quite hard for even me to pick up, so depending on the audio levels, I don't know if they're going to be overly audioable. Which is a shame, because as I say, the enemies are pretty fucking funny at times. Hunters on different floors from yours are displayed as small triangles on the radar. That they are, but that won't save them. Also, one thing that really mixes this game up is how it progresses towards the end. There is a massive shift in the gameplay towards the last few chapters, which is actually really nice. But obviously, we don't want to talk about that just yet.
There are some more of these shitheads hanging around the exit. Give me some grade A, honest-to-God gore, and you'll be buzzed through the door.
That rhymes, matey. Right, let's go. You can lure a hunter by hitting any wall. Hello. See that he heard the sound by checking the arrow. Yeah, obviously on the harder difficulties you can't do that. I'm fairly sure this actually isn't a very good position to be. Right, I can hear that tosser whistling away. Come on. 200 pound bag of trash to take out. Oh, we're actually in the shadows here. Oh, hello, Chief. Evening. Let's wait for him to turn round and shank the bastard. Let's watch his pattern though. Need to be careful because these guys really can turn around on a dime sometimes and really surprise you.
First to get a hold of that freak.
Oh, don't you worry about that, matey. I'm going to be the first to get a hold of you.
Cut him up!
Come on, buddy. Ready for this? Oh, you're so ready. Good night. Oh, right in the eye. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal.
That's the stuff.
Alright, mate. Stop jerking off, seriously. At least wait until I've finished. And we don't have this damn earpiece on anymore. Right. Let's distract this guy.
Okay,
Hey, buddy.
I'll check it out.
Come around here. Said the spider to the fly. Good, 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 good. Hopefully he should bugger off now. Oh, bud. Nothing to see. There you go. See what I mean? Off you go. Slink back to your little shack.
Liquidate.
And we're going to murder this guy fairly quick. Oh shit, we got spotted. If we didn't get spotted there, we would have got an achievement.
Face like yours, right?
Shut up. Right, let's just knife you to death. No point putting your arms up against the bloody piece of glass, matey.
You're gonna do it. Then.
I'm going to do it, alright, matey. Good night, you piece of shit. Right, let's go. And with that, that concludes the first scene. We actually didn't do very well. Style points. Basically, we can only get a maximum of, I believe, 4 points on this difficulty. And we got 2 there. So as you see, you get up to 3 points for the style killing. On hardcore, you can get, I think it's 4. And obviously there's a time bonus, which we're probably never going to hit the time bonus. I'm not going to lie. Maybe back in my old days I might have been able to catch a few, but not these days. Sadly, we did get quite a few yellow kills, which did knock our score a little bit. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the first episode. Like I say, I'm going to do this game scene by scene, so maybe 15. I hope they're not going to be shorter than 20-minute videos, but we'll have to wait and see. I think the scenes do get longer as we go through the game. But I don't want to have to end the video on, for instance, somewhere like, I don't want to get to half an hour on the video and then not have a tape to save the game, because I might not be able to have time to keep playing, if that makes sense. So thanks for watching, guys. When we come back, more murderizing. Till then, guys, thanks for watching.